live before that second, and we are live. We're live. It is Thursday.
It's a good day. It's Thursday. Yes, it is.
Thursday. Can you even believe it? We do have a topic today.
Man,
you must believe in yourself.
You must.
You must believe in yourself. We are going to talk about it. We'll be right back in a minute.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to you each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning. Like. I am trying something new this morning, and let's see if it works out. You know, sometimes you gotta just try it out.
Sometimes you gotta jump.
Sometimes you just gotta jump. You are listening to Steve Harvey this morning.
Because if you don't jump at some point in your life, you will never allow your personal parachute to open.
You know, I can never hear the word jump without thinking about crisscross. And now I can't hear the word jump without thinking about that lady at the restaurant.
What lady at the restaurant?
The lady that was at the restaurant beside us, and she had the small child that she was saying to jump. Jump.
Oh my gosh,
jump,
yes.
Jump. Don't do it.
Don't do it?
I shouldn't have even brought it up, but don't do it.
Okay, I won't do it.
So,
good morning.
Good morning,
Miss Phyllis. How you doing this morning? Good morning to you. I'm excited about today. I had a good night's rest, and I listened to some good motivation this morning. Our topic is, you must believe in yourself.
You must believe in yourself.
And oh my gosh, last night, first off, happy today. There was a song that only you guys of a certain age are going to be able to relate to this. There was a show that featured a character named Mr. Rogers. Okay, what was the name of the show? Was it Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood or something like that? Anyway, Mr. Rogers, he used to sing this song. It's a great
feeling
to know you're alive. Come on, baby.
Such a happy feeling. You're growing
inside, and when you wake up,
ready to say, I'm gonna have a happy new day.
That's a good song. That's a good song. That was in my memory bank somewhere. I couldn't remember the words.
Were you putting on your tennis shoes and your sweater?
I wasn't doing that at the time, but it's a good thing to do. Good morning, Dr. Deborah Johnson. How you doing?
Good morning.
Today's topic is, you must believe in yourselves. Let me be a little bit transparent. I got happy last night before I went to bed, and I woke up happy, and I listened to good motivation this morning. So I'm excited about talking to you guys. But I was a little bit funky yesterday. You know, I was in a mood. I was in a tiff. My body didn't quite work right, and little things. It's been going on for me. So last night I got permission from Lisa to have some alone time, is what I did. I got permission to have some alone time. Now, I don't have to ask for permission to get some alone time, but she wanted me for something else. But I really needed just to be me. I wanted to have a cigar by myself. I wanted to be outside by myself. I wanted to watch something by myself. I just wanted some alone time. Selfish, right? But anyway,
not selfish, self-care.
Self-care. Thank you, baby. So one of the things I was watching was this. I love the 30 for 30 documentaries, ESPN 30 for 30 documentaries, and these are stories about events and people. And one I was watching was called The Catholics versus the Convicts. The Catholics versus the Convicts. It was the story of the 1988 football game between Notre Dame and University of Miami. Okay, the U versus Miami. Okay, and that's a horrible title. I mean, they put it on T-shirts and sold out and the crazy things like that and all that. But a couple of years earlier, Miami had obliterated Notre Dame, beat them 58-7. Okay. And Miami was the number one ranked team coming into town. Everybody was afraid. And their coach, Lou Holtz, worked on these players' belief in themselves. If I can get you guys to believe in yourself, you can win this game. To believe that you can win. And that's what he worked on. Every week, he worked on the belief system. Like on the Mondays, he was telling them there's no way you can win. On Tuesdays, well, okay, I see a light possibility. By Wednesdays, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. By Thursdays, we know we're going to win. By Fridays, there's no way we can lose. The game is already won. And he did that with them over time. He built them up every week. That by Friday, every week, the game was over. They had already won. And they played the games on Saturdays in college football. And I was thinking, man, the belief in yourself, he elevated this team that had gotten trounced. And then I watched something else and great comebacks and all that stuff. So it kind of got my juices flowing. And it came to the realization that it's not an option that you believe in yourself.
You must believe in yourself.
You must believe in yourself. Oh, they're going to fix the dishwasher.
Good morning, Felicia. That's right. She said, okay, Lisa, you're from New York. They're not called tennis shoes. They're called sneakers. Yes, they are called sneakers. I kind of think, though, even though I typically call them sneakers, because you're right, I think I'm under the opinion that those particular shoes that Mr. Rogers was wearing, I think he was wearing Kids or Skips, I can't remember which one, I would have probably referred them to as tennis shoes, even though in New York we call all of the comfortable rubber bottom shoes sneakers. So I don't know. But you must believe in yourself. Now, I really like the analogy that Brian used about the coach, because I think so often what happens is people, even trainers, sometimes go from zero to believe, right? And I think sometimes when you go from not believing directly to believing, that there's some sort of disconnection, some sort of feeling that may feel inauthentic. You may be like, I don't believe, so now I'm going to believe all of a sudden. But when that gradual process, you're getting better, or this is happening, or that's happening, and those degrees get added, it makes it a lot easier to grasp the concept of believing when it's done in degrees, like you said, the coaches did. I think that sometimes we may try to go directly from, I don't believe this, to I believe that everything happens for my greater good. Everything happens wonderfully. And I mean, you want to get there, but that it takes time to get there. And I think even if that time is just one day, or even progressively through one day, like in the morning, you're getting better. In the afternoon, you're doing so much better. In the evening, this is easy. And by nightfall, this is great.
That's right.
And I am great.
Yes, they're sneakers. The concept, I just came in here, Miss Felicia, so I had to answer a call. I'm from Brooklyn, New York as well. We had sneakers. And when I come to the South, my cousins called it tennis shoes. That never made sense to me. I play basketball in mine. Anyway.
Tenny pumps.
So anyway, did I miss anything?
Yeah, we were talking about the concept that you had introduced with the coaches, saying the coaches preparing the teams for the games on Saturdays, right? And progressively encouraging them and increasing their faith in themselves progressively over the course of the week.
Let me tell you something else about that. I appreciate how you're taking that too, actually. A player would make a good block in practice. He'd block someone else. And the coaches would celebrate that one good play. He made a good block. See, that's the kind of blocks we need if we're going to get these yards, okay? Yes, you know how to do that block. You just demonstrated you know how to make that block.
Absolutely.
Yes, you demonstrated you know how to make that tackle.
That's funny. I did some of that to myself yesterday.
Blocking and tackling, basics. Yeah, go ahead.
I did some of that to myself yesterday in reinforcing some of the things that I know I do well. These things that I do well are oftentimes overlooked because now I am also in the process of challenging myself to do some things that I am not as familiar with. And I have to be sure to balance reminding myself that this is an area of expertise and this is an area of new growth, and being sure that I reflect on them appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
that I celebrate them appropriately, because an area of new growth, a new introduction, a new knowledge that you're getting, it's almost just like you would encourage a child, A, B, C, F, D, H, I. Well, yes, you realize they were all letters. Now let's get them in the right order.
Even babies learning to walk.
Absolutely.
Oh my Lord, how much fun is it when the baby takes their first steps?
And falls.
And falls.
And
we
falls,
love them.
and we
We're so
them.
encouraged by the standing without holding on to the coffee table and then
even for a second
on their butt. Oh, that's so beautiful.
But when we're in the process of walking in a new area of our lives, we, or at least I know, I can only speak for myself, I can be a lot more critical.
So many people do not give themselves the grace that they would give a child. The grace. You know, if at first you don't succeed, you're doing about average. Okay, come on, that's how it goes. Try again. We never let the baby stop trying to walk. That's why everyone who's capable of walking does. Okay, because we encourage it. We love them through it. You must believe. Now, in the past few weeks, today's topic is you must believe in yourself. It's not an option. You have to believe in yourself. And really, Lisa and I, we're going to do our level best today to convince you that you should and that you can. And you have every reason to believe that you can get and do and be whatever it is that you can imagine. You can. You have everything within you. Who told you you don't? But you do. Okay, but we had the topic last week. You can't afford the luxury of a negative thought. We've talked about purpose. We've talked about calling. And today we're talking about why you must believe in yourself.
It's you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, why you must believe in yourself. It's the actual fuel that gets you to the win. Your faith in yourself is the actual fuel that gets you to the win.
And hallelujah, man. I was listening to Steve Harvey this morning, and he did a great talk about jump, his concept of jump. And you know, when you get to a certain level of money and status, you get to be what I call irreverent. You get to not have to
cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yeah, you don't have to say it pretty all the time, and you don't have to consider every feeling. You get to a level of irreverence, not rudeness, irreverence.
Sometimes it can be rude.
Sometimes it can be.
Yeah, sometimes it can be rude. When you get to a certain age and a certain amount of money, anything is liable to happen.
But Steve said this. He said, if you go into a job every day that you hate, you are not living. You're just existing. And he says, at some point in your life, why don't you live? Why don't you find out what it feels like to live at some point instead of just existing? And he even went so far as to say, you can't live unless you're willing to jump.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Thank you for joining this morning.
You're standing on the cliff, you know, safety, and you're looking at other people living. You see other people living, soaring. Soaring is what we use. You see them. And are you going to live or not? And he said, now, when you first decide to jump, your chute is not going to open right away. This is Steve Harvey. I'm paraphrasing his words I listened to this morning. Your chute is not going to open right away, and you're going to hit some rocks, and it's going to tear some skin off of you. It's going to rip off all your clothes, and you're going to get hurt. And then your chute's going to fill up with air, and then you're going to soar. That's Steve Harvey's talk. And I liked it this morning. You know, woo, jump, live. You must believe in yourself. The collection of gifts, skills, and talents you have, Dr. Deborah Dunstan, is so immense. The collection of gifts, skills, and talents that you have, Sister Felicia Gardner, is so immense that you have got to get that out there. You've got to believe that it's worth it.
This smells good.
I know. That's the only thing I had.
I like it.
Well, I will make you a cup if you want to. Would you like me to make you a cup?
Dr. Deborah says, I have to believe that I have the information that executive directors, I'm going to insert, need. Executive directors need to run a more sustainable nonprofit, so much so that I could train them and their board. Amen. Sister Felicia says
that I could train them and
that's necessary.
You have to believe that. Sister Felicia Gardner, go ahead, baby.
She says, born and raised in East Elmhurst, Queens, and moved to Atlanta from the Boogie Down Bronx. Yes, I totally agree. We are skeptical of things that we don't understand or are new, but reinventing yourself is scary. But in life, you must work towards evolving into our better selves, and that progress can happen several times
throughout our lives. That's right. That's right. I want to say today that you must believe in yourself.
You must.
There's so many reasons why.
Believe in yourself.
Oh, man. I heard Les Brown this morning. He said something that I thought was earth-shattering. I thought it was, I was shaving my face, and I heard Les say that I had to stop the thing, and I had to pull up my notes and make sure, because I wanted to make sure I said it the exact right way.
Good morning, Zamona. Good morning.
Good morning, Zamona. How you doing, family? And Les Brown said it this morning, and I wanted to make sure I got it right. And this is the words that he used, y'all. He says, you have to sell yourself every day on your abilities. You have to sell yourself every day on your abilities. Revolutionary, right? Earth-shattering, right?
Yeah.
And then I sat down next to my pretty wife, and I was like, oh, baby, I heard something that was so exciting. And then as I was telling it to Lisa, realization came in.
Mm-hmm.
For years, I have done a talk. For many years.
Absolutely.
Maybe 15, 20 years. I've written about what I'm about to say extensively, called the 3 sales that you must make every day.
Every day.
We've talked about it on this show a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 sales you must make every day. The first sale is you must sell yourself on yourself. You have to remind yourself that you're worthy of the space you occupy and that you're good.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I said. That's the first sale you must make. The second sale that you must make every day is you must sell the people around you that you're worthy to, that you're still worth caring for. Okay, that you're still good guy. Okay, you gotta sell the people around you all the time, whoever that is. That's your wife, that's your children, you got your co-workers. You got to sell them that you're worthy, that you're good, that you have their best interests at heart. And the third sale is the world around you. Okay, you got to sell the world around you that you have value, that there's something that you have to offer.
Right.
Okay, that's the third sale. That's the third sale. But the first sale is you must sell yourself on yourself. Les Brown said today to me, you have to sell yourself every day on your abilities. What's different?
The moment was different. That's the importance of hearing the same thing over and over again, because sometimes you hear it when you need it.
Ooh, see how smart my pretty wife is?
You hear it when you need it.
Maybe
That's what rhema means. A rhema word doesn't mean a new word. A rhema word means a clear word, a true word, a timely word. And that is sometimes what we get when something hits us at exactly when we needed it. Like the sun, the moon, the stars have aligned, and the reality of it is like, oh, wow, that's powerful. It was just as powerful yesterday, but everything had not been in alignment for you to receive it yesterday.
And I'm going to tell you a real life example how I know that to be true. I used to sell, well, not used to, I used to do it a lot more than I do now. I used to focus on insurance agencies as my clients. And I would go into an insurance agency and I would do a sales talk, and the salespeople would be flying as if it was the greatest thing they ever heard. Man, we need you to keep coming back here. They would love it. And then after I gave that talk, I talked to the managers and the owners. I've been saying the same thing for months. And at first it used to tickle me. And then I came to the realization that they probably were. Mm-hmm. That the more I was doing it so much, baby, the sales managers and the business owners that cared the most, mm-hmm. that really cared about their people, that was trying to pour into them, teach them, after a while, they tune them out.
Yeah, but it's not only that. It's also
it's just another voice.
It's another voice, because it's a dynamic that moms experience a lot of the times. In those early ages of your child's development, when they go from you as the voice to now their teacher is the voice, and they bring home a new opinion or a reinforcement of an opinion that you've been giving them all along, and the teacher has said it. But Miss Such and Such said, I don't give a flip what Miss Such and Such said. I said, and it is because it was reinforced by a voice that they were tuned in to hear at that particular time.
And it really happens when people really care, I think. How many times have you had the dynamic mom, since Lisa brought that up, or dads, it could be either as well. You've been telling your child something about buckle down, do this, that, and then they're not receiving it.
Mm-hmm.
And then a neighbor or friend or someone else says the same thing, and the child receives it as if it was wonderful news.
Like Jesus himself came down
and then
to
they do the thing that mom has been trying to get them to do forever.
That was actually one of Kevon Stage's jokes. I think it was Kevon Stage. Kevon Stage said, he says, if you're going to misbehave, play that thing all the way through. Because if you are misbehaving and Miss Such and Such tells you not to do it after your mother already told you not to do it and you stop doing it, you are in a world of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Because Miss Such and Such cannot be the authority over your mother. And either you just don't have the ability to do it or you didn't hear it before. And Damona, yes, that used to kill me too. Don't come in here and tell me that the sky is freaking blue when I've been telling you the sky is blue all of this time. Now all of a sudden, because Sister Such and Such said it's blue, now it's blue. It's not blue no more. I'm gonna change it now.
Good morning, Stephanie Morris. How you doing? Thankful Thursday.
Good morning, Stephanie. Stephanie, I had you on my heart this morning.
All of a sudden, the teacher's the authority.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Beverly says, I invited someone in Atlanta to listen to the show. I sent the link to them on Messenger, and they were absolutely amazed. They said these talks center people to a focus of possibility. Oh, that's nice. Damona said, oh, that kills me in all caps about the teachers, I'm sure. Or at least I suspect. Damona also says they listen to everybody except for mom.
Yes, exactly.
That would drive a mom crazy.
It does. It did for a while. For a while, I actually had a challenge with it. One of my sons, I think it was the third grade. It was Jeshua in the third grade began to believe everything his science teacher told him. And it took everything in me to allow him to process his own relationship with his understanding of God at that time. Because I didn't want it. It smells really good. So I'll say yes. Author Lynette, good morning.
Author Lynette, good morning to you. She's gone through some times with some people, but she's also done some beautiful things recently. I think I saw she lost someone, but I also saw that she's done a photo shoot and some other kind of things. She's moving and shaking.
Absolutely. Stephanie, I miss you too.
Let's do lunch. So let's do lunch.
Let's do lunch. Yeah, we're starting to get back outside, I guess, and doing more lunch.
Today, we're talking about why you must believe in yourself. The rising tide lifts all the boats. A bunch of boats in the marina. Mm-hmm. When the tide rises, all the boats go higher. Okay, so when you believe in yourself, when you start to rise, all the people in your sphere, they also rise. You must believe in yourself.
They can rise.
They can
rise because the challenge that I have with that, or the realization that I came to in that, initially just believing that blanketly, like rising tides raises all boats. But I also began to think about the boats that are not preparing themselves, because there are situations where you've got people that are waiting for your tide to rise, but they're not doing anything to prepare their own seaworthy vehicle. And if you've got holes in your boats, if you've got gaps in your intelligence, if you've got gaps in your abilities, and you're not seeking to increase them or improve them, then I don't care how much tide comes in, it's going to roll right through the holes in your boat, and it is not going to lift you up.
It won't. That's a great point. You must believe in yourself. And you know what? You have every right to believe in yourself. Haven't you learned some stuff? Aren't there some things that you're particularly good at? Aren't there some people that are better off in life because you came this way? Aren't there some people whose quality of life is improved because of you? Aren't there? Aren't there times when you have come through for yourself? Aren't there times when you've met a mark, when you've accomplished something? Think about that. And you know what? When you think about it, you've done it a lot of times. You've done a lot of things that worked out wonderfully well. You deserve to believe in yourself, and you have every right to.
You deserve it. You
must believe in yourself. We had that
it.
conversation on this show. You can't afford the luxury of a negative thought because a negative thought takes it away. Les Brown did something else this morning. He was talking about how we talk to ourselves sometimes.
Okay.
And sometimes you have to tell yourself to shut up.
Shoot.
Have to tell yourself to shut up. Because sometimes we're talking negative to ourselves, like ourselves is bullying us. And sometimes you have to stand up to your bully, which is sometimes yourself.
Yeah.
Shut up. Who said I can't do this? Shut up. Yes, you can.
I kind of had to do that in a sense. My back is itching. It's always itching, but
I know.
It's particularly itching right now.
Am I finding the itch?
Down.
See, this is what I'm saying. This generic back scratch thing.
Thank you. So there have been some negative thoughts that are trying to come in the evening time towards me. And I don't know why they try to come, but I have been thwarting them by reinforcing positive thoughts during that time, even openly confessing positive things, openly confessing things positively in that time. And last night I took a sleep gummy.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually think I slept all the way through today. I wasn't awakened with those negative thoughts.
Well, whatever you were thinking before you went to bed caused you to wake up, I believe, more better. So you must have been putting something in.
I was. Good morning, Melissa.
Author Lynette, this is what I saw. This photo shoot, Lynette and a co-host. She has a new podcast. It's called To Be Colorblinded with EDs, capital letters. We're talking about racism, talking about how, and Lynette is in a very nice photo shoot. Her and another white lady, a pretty white lady, and Lynette's whipped with her doing makeup and all that stuff. It's very pretty pictures. And she says, we're talking about racism, talking about how we were brought up. Is racism and worse than is, or is it worse now? And how can we help this generation understand how we handle racism? So these two women of color, one black, one white, talking about in a new podcast, To Be Colorblind Ed. Good job. Congratulations. I want your podcast to be super, super, super successful. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa, you must believe in yourself. Melissa, I'm telling you, I was listening to Why You Must Believe in Yourself, brushing my teeth, thinking about you, Melissa. I was thinking about you, Melissa, and you must believe in yourself.
Well, Dr. Beverly says, well, what happens when you have an accountability partner and they give up on you because now these are their words, you don't need me, you got it. That's a downer within itself. And the pace that I had slows
them down, because I think I depended on the accountability partner to be there, to encourage me, and they encourage me. Yeah. Yes, I can get that. I can relate to that part.
I can get that. I definitely think there's a benefit to having the right accountability partner, but I think that there is also an importance to finding the right accountability partner. Brian and I are a great accountability partner in some areas. There are some areas that I know that it doesn't work for us. And so
I don't need it. I don't want it in some areas. But most of the time, baby, it is.
It's not that I don't need it or I don't want it. I just realize it's not a right fit. But most of the time, like you said, it is.
Some things, like your chick stuff?
No. For accountability, for me, accountability is very, very helpful when it relates to exercising, weight loss, eating healthy, and all those things. Yeah. But we're not the best accountability partners in that area.
That's true.
For each other.
Definitely true.
You're very welcome, Martha Lynette. We love to see you succeed.
Yeah, we love to see all of you guys succeed, man. Jump, go, do, be, that thing. Believe in yourself. If you inventoried your gift, skills, and talents, you would be impressed. If someone else had a resume of your gift, skills, and talents and you read it, it's like, man, this person's got it going on. This person has some stuff with them. And then someone says, that's actually yours. Oh, really?
Yes.
You must believe in yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, this week has been a hectic week for me. Oh, for all of you guys who helped to pray for Badar on Tuesday, she is now the mom of a happy, healthy little girl.
The baby's here, y'all.
The baby's here. Fatima is here, and we're grateful she's healthy, even though she was a little bit early. She is healthy, and mom is healthy and strong, and was answering emails. I don't know from why, but she was up and she must have went on her phone and did something.
Sometimes mom needed a mental distraction.
Needed a distraction, right? But I told her, get some rest and take care of our newest empowerment baby.
The baby's here now. The birth. Yeah. I told someone made a Facebook post yesterday, said, does anyone know of any book coaches or anything like that you could recommend? And they had 20 other recommendations. And then I said, Lisa Santiago McNeill. Hands down, she is the best. She has birthed more than 100 books in the last 4 years. So, well, hopefully they'll reach out.
Well, you know what? I honestly, I appreciate that. I really, really do. And if you would like to just find out how to write a book that sells in 7 simple steps, you can go to IamLisaSantiago.com. You can do it from your phone or you can do it from your computer. And on that page, you will easily see how to freely download that quick and concise ebook. Again, go to IamLisaSantiago.com, and on the front of the homepage, you can download how to write a book that sells in 7 simple steps.
Dr. Deborah says, congratulations to Badar and family. Arthurnet says, Beverly, I've been there too, but thank God has blessed me with the right people. So people are only here for a season, Beverly, and I'm here for you.
Absolutely.
Some people are in your life for a season, some for a reason, and some for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
I like that one too.
Yes. Dr. Beverly says, the accountability partner I had was a general accountability partner. Basic stuff. Question 1, did you handle what you were supposed to handle today, and did you follow your schedule? What did you leave out to make sure that you put it on your list for tomorrow and make sure that you do it? First, call me if you get confused or stop or don't want to talk, and we called it blend, and then it was an everyday call at least by 7 p.m. Absolutely. That's good. If both people are committed to the exercise. I had an amazing prayer partner in Judy DeSalle at the time. Now she is Judy Floyd. An amazing prayer partner. We woke up every morning for 3 years praying at 5 and 6 a.m. for the marriages that we desired.
And then Judy got one.
And I lost one.
And then you lost that prayer partner at 5 and 6 in the morning because
Absolutely.
Now she's got a husband in her house.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that prayer time that you guys had was for a season and
That's
a
right.
reason.
That's right.
But it wasn't for the lifetime.
Well, not for that particular activity.
The friendship
is still.
Arthurnet says she put up emojis like that. Thank you, B. I know my resume will be long. I might just do that. It'll be a worthy use of your time, I believe.
And you're very welcome, Dr. Beverly. Dr. Deborah says, yes, but Lisa not only helps you birth books, but teach you the now what that comes after you've given birth to the book. For me, that's exactly what I need. Absolutely.
I'm so excited that you said that. That's what you need, so much of the time. I didn't know what I was needing. I just wasn't feeling right yesterday. And it was so bad. Let me tell you how bad it was. I made a meme about with me holding my chin up with the Steve Austin eyes like that. And I said, no one seriously disputes that selling is one of the most critical skills in business. So why are there so many business summits and conferences where they do not feature sales at all? They don't have no sales speaker, no sales expert. Why not? And then one of my friends, I haven't seen this guy in years, But when I first got around Lisa, he used to come up to the Empowerment Center, and he actually became my client for a while. And he says, Brian, you are a rare brother. Okay. Now, he's always said this to me, even when he was my one-on-one client. He goes, man, I appreciate you doing this with me one-on-one, man, but I see you doing this in much bigger venues with much bigger companies than just me. Your stuff is too good to just be doing one-on-one, man. Your stuff, and he's always spoken that to me. So I haven't talked to this guy in years. So yesterday he commented on the post, and he's talking about, you're a rare brother. You're still there. And it's the same thing he's been saying to me forever. A man saying that to me. And I almost discounted it like, he always says that kind of stuff. That's me not receiving. That's me in a funk. That's me not understanding what the moment meant. And why would he choose to type that out? Why? You know?
Going back to Dr. Deborah, and I appreciate those comments. I do want to remind you guys that there is a webinar scheduled for Thursday at 7 p.m. It is a Build Book Buzz webinar. You wrote a book. Now what? How do you take
Build
that?
Book Buzz, like it.
How do you take that project, that completed project that you have poured sweat equity into, money into, time into, and now what? What do I do with it next? I get to make sure that the world believes that they can accomplish what you say they can.
Amen.
And that means that you need to get it into their hands. So let me show you how to build some book buzz. Just text BBB to 704-493-2035 to be included in the webinar.
That is
704-493-2035.
What is that? Is that a phone number? That's kind of like, that's a phone number? What?
Text that.
Dr. Beverly says, she said to me, my dreams were too big for her to fathom. My response was, no worries. They are my dreams that I need to execute. I just need help staying on track. She said, no problem. Everything was going north and then it went south and she disappeared, but it's okay. I will keep the empowerment to go show in front of me to help me focus. Amen to that. And whatever areas we can be helpful, we want to. It was going north and then it went south.
It was moving forward.
Yeah, I understand what it means, baby. Yeah. But I heard as I was reading that aloud, that hurt Beverly's feelings.
Absolutely. And of course, sometimes it can hurt our feelings, but understand that there is that God is working everything together for your good, and that there is something that is either going to come or be done to help you to fulfill that area.
Good morning, Mr. William Brown. Today our topic is why you must, M-U-S-T, believe in yourself. Now, interesting talk, pre-production talk. Lisa and I said, baby, this is my show topic suggestion. I said this to her last night. You must believe in yourself. And then she countered back. Well, how about how to believe in yourself? We could do that talk too. How to believe in yourself. We can come up with reasons and steps to take on how to start believing in yourself greater. And then I've countered back. No, it has to be, you must believe in yourself. And that's like, because after watching the documentary on the football king, if any of those players had less than belief, they would not have won.
Right.
Okay.
They would not have had the same success.
They had to believe in themselves because your opponent is big and strong and they've trained all week too to beat you. They're coming here to beat you.
Good morning.
And if you
Bill.
can't meet their force with your own force, you're going to get crushed.
Dr. Beverly says, yes, it did hurt my feelings. I cried, and then I put a post on Facebook and said it takes too much energy to not trust people. Just trust people to be themselves. I just have to see them for who they are and where they are. That's what Maya Angelou says. When somebody
people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe it. Believe it. And sometimes that is the most difficult thing to do in the world. I think that it is really, really important to just accept that almost as a gift. That was the gift of the honesty of the individual saying, I'm not qualified to go on this journey with you. And you get to find
did you
the right
hear
person.
The genius that Lisa just accidentally said? Wow.
That was their honesty.
Accept their honesty. I'm not qualified to go on that journey with you. Ooh.
I gotta go.
Ooh.
And you know what? She did you a favor. She did you a favor.
Because now you can travel lighter.
Not only that, you're not encumbered by her doubts infiltrating your faith.
Woo. Infiltrating your faith. Your faith is important, and you must believe you can win in order to win. Mm-hmm. There was a poem I used to have memorized. I'm not going to be able to call it. Maybe I will. But one of the lines in the poem was, if you like to win but think you won't, like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Okay? But if you like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. Come on now.
It's imperative to believe that you will succeed in what you do. So much so that you really have to guard your ears, your eyes, your thoughts, your heart. You have to guard them for anything, any seeds of doubt that could come in and germinate and take root and disrupt the faith that you're growing.
Absolutely. You have to stay in the game too. You can't quit on your beliefs because your beliefs will get tested. Your beliefs will get tried. So finding ways to ride out the temporary disappointment and discouragement and pain is imperative too, because you got to learn how to deal with that. Your goal, your dream is important. You do have the requisite collection of gifts, skills, and talents to make it happen, and you must believe first. The first sale you must make is to sell yourself on your own abilities.
Sell yourself to yourself.
Sell yourself. See, these are like the way I phrased it more than the way Les. I said you have the 3 sales you have to make. You have to sell yourself on yourself. Remind yourself, sell yourself, convince yourself that you are good and worthy of the space you occupy. Yes, you are. Sell yourself on yourself. Good morning, Brother Mark Greer. How you doing, sir?
Dr. Deborah, you're absolutely right. She says, right. Sometimes people are not qualified to teach trigonometry. She may have realized that she could only teach algebra. Amen.
Amen.
Dr. Beverly goes on to say, now I'm being selfish. I apologize. This show was for me today. Thank you as always. Thank you.
No, you're not being selfish. And if it was for you, you're right.
And amen. Okay. But I bet you, because although that we are each individual is living a unique experience, there are some things that transmute and transcend our own individuality that all of us need. Mm-hmm. And this encouragement is something that we all need. I bet you that you're not the first person that ever had someone that you thought was on the road with you, on the path with you, and they realized that they couldn't come where you were going.
I've had it said to me, you're going to be successful in that, but I don't want to take that journey with you. I don't want to do it with you. Whoops. That hurt my feelings too.
Of course it hurts, because sometimes we think everyone wants to go where we're going. Sometimes they want the destination, not the trip.
Yeah. Ooh, Lisa, bring another one. Bam. Sometimes they want the destination. They want Hawaii. They want Jamaica. But they don't want to have to pack a bag and go through the airport.
They don't want to have to pack a bag. They don't want to have to save the money. They don't want to have to sacrifice. They don't want to have to do all the things. They just want to arrive when you get there. Mm-hmm. You do all of the heavy lifting and then they'll get there.
Oh, gosh. William Brown, I know he's going to bring us one.
He says, my take on the topic is I not only
must believe in myself, but I must be aware of what I believe about myself. All of my actions are an indication of what I believe. I am starting to own that. Bill Brown, nobody thinks like him still. As soon as I saw the first 3 words, my take on, I knew he was about to give us one. Bill, you are brilliant, brother. I've always thought you were brilliant. And that's why I love Bill Brown, that you're my friend, that I can call and have what we call it man talk. Me and Bill, we have us a man talk and we talk it out. Bill, I'm telling you, man, I've always thought you were brilliant. Y'all don't know Bill like I know Bill. Y'all think y'all know William Brown. Y'all think y'all know him. Y'all don't know him like I know him.
I appreciate it. It's 9:45, babe.
But I just had this thought, baby.
Go ahead.
You know, like, because sometimes we was talking earlier about how things can go wrong and how your chute might not open right away when you jump off the cliff. You got to go through adversity. I just want to encourage someone to say that when things go wrong,
as they sometimes
you messed up my joke. as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill. When the funds are low and the debts are high, you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. We do got to get to the songs. I'm going to skip ahead a couple of stanzas, and I'm going to go to this part of that same poem, Don't Quit. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to the faint and faltering man, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you mustn't quit. William Brown says, thank you, my friend. It is great to be known. We're going to thank you guys formally now. It's 9:45. The way we formally thank you guys, our consistent contributors. I hope that phrase, consistent contributors, doesn't scare people away. I'm not a consistent contributor, so they're not talking to me.
We want to talk to you. You just got to say, hey, you don't have to write a book. You don't even have to be elaborate or eloquent. You can just say, hey, good morning, so that we know that you're there and we can just be grateful. We are grateful that we're there. We love to know specifically who you are so that we can know who and what and how to pray for you and how to intercede on your behalf. Dr. Beverly says, no excuses. However, my self-esteem is fragile, and I know this to have someone start out believing in me helps me more in myself than I can do the things that I've sent out to do. It just shows me another circle around the word abandonment, and somehow I have to come out of that. Not sure how yet, but I think to keep going in spite of, keep pushing because of, and then succeed and celebrate after. You've made some tremendous observations, Dr. Beverly, and I do have to agree in some things I think you pointed out that I think I totally relate to with self-esteem, having some things to circle around abandonment. And I think that you are worthy and that you are amazing and that you have a unique set of knowledge, skills, gifts, and talents. And I think that sometimes those old things, wherever they started, begin to look like the being left behind that someone might be sharing with you.
I heard also it's another circle around the word abandonment. That means each time someone else does that, it reinforces it. And I'm going to say to you that you I'm going to tell you what you must do. But as often as you take a shower, that's how often you have to reinforce your own abilities and your own place in this world and being good.
Your own awareness of your greatness.
Your own awareness of your greatness as often as you take a shower.
Yeah.
Now,
and some days I got to do it a lot more often than that. Some days, imagine that it's a 90-degree day and you're running track. You got to reinforce
take 2 or 3 showers,
and reinforce.
But what happens is so many adults, we don't reinforce ourselves. We can go months without reinforcing ourselves, sometimes even years without reinforcing ourselves. So, but I'm going to say to you, as often as you shower, that's how often you'd have to reinforce yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to do our greeting songs now. We've been getting crazy lately doing it with just a few minutes left to go. Go to the top, please.
We're doing it today with just a few minutes left to go. Miss Phyllis.
Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Everything is better when Miss Phyllis is here. I love it.
Dr. Deborah is here.
Dr. Deborah's here.
Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Mm-hmm. She is the healing and deliverance coach, but she's also the nonprofit strategist.
That's right.
How can we work that in? Because I like her nonprofit. And, you know, watching Dr. Deborah work, she's getting fishers in different different places that she can serve. She's touching different worlds, and I like watching it, Dr. Deborah. Sister Felicia Gardner's here.
Felicia, we love.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know where that yawn came from.
I slept
good.
The one for me. She did sleep good.
I slept good. Dr. Beverly.
Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. Scroll, baby. Come on. Damona's here.
Damona.
Man, I can't. Damona DeBrew is here. Hello, everyone.
How are you?
My name is Damona
DeBrew.
DeBrew.
Damona DeBrew. Good morning, Damona.
I talked to Damona on the phone the other day, too.
Oh.
Yep, she crossed my mind.
Stephanie. Life has new meaning to me.
There is beauty up above and things we never take notice of. You wake up and Stephanie, you're in love. See, now on Stephanie's song, there's 2 stanzas. I think it works better like if you do one stanza, I do the other stanza, and then we do the chorus together. Or I do the first stanza, you do the second stanza, and then we do the thing together. Because it jumbles, because it needs a singular voice, baby.
I have no idea what you just said, but okay.
I've been trying to explain this to you forever.
Yeah, Arthur Lynette. I feel like I haven't said this song in a long time.
At this table, we sit.
Making it legit.
Because when Lynette hits the show, what do you mean you have no idea what I was saying? Okay,
I have no idea how to follow what you were saying.
Okay, Melissa Price is here.
Zone.
Bam, 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 bam. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price.
Good morning, Melissa.
Melissa hasn't been very verbal today. But she
might be multitasking.
She probably is multitasking.
Bill.
Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning to our friend Bill.
Good morning,
Actually,
Bill.
It's a really morning for him because it's 6:51 where he is right now. Our friend Mark Greer is here. So wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
That's right. So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. Melissa Price getting ready to head to the doc with Charlotte. She fell at school yesterday and hurt her tooth. Went through her lip. I'm multitasking for show. Oh. Whoa. That can happen, man. And that hurts.
Yes, that hurts.
Anything on your tooth and going through your lip, that hurts.
We had a couple of tooth going through lip situations. Woo, that is not fun.
I'll pray that Charlotte feels better.
Yes. They might have to give her a little stitch.
Maybe a stitch and maybe pain medicine too.
Yes.
Scroll. Anybody else?
Bill,
scroll for new comments, please.
Did you do Bill?
Yes, I did. I sang the song and I did Mark's song too. Okay, that was what we read over here. Okay, good. Because I saw the new comment thing flash and I didn't know if it was something different than that was on this.
Mark Greer did leave a comment. He said, there is no belief like self-belief. It is the foundation along with faith that opens the gateway to miracles. Amen. I believe that.
Ain't no belief like self-belief.
Melissa, yes, she says we're going to see about stitches today. Thank you for the prayers so much. Well, we are sending prayers.
Yeah.
And it'll be easy peasy, and you will have war stories to share, Charlotte.
So Charlotte's going to have a war story to tell, too.
That's right, Charlotte. You're going to have a cool war story. I had 2 stitches up here when I was a little girl.
I had stitches on my eyebrow, too. I also had stitches on my inner lip before. Inside my mouth, stitches before.
It'll be cool stories that you'll be able to share for generations and generations. So I'm excited, and I know you're handling it like a trooper because Charlotte is cool. Anyway, she's a trooper. Charlotte is the trooper.
We enjoy you. Lisa and I enjoy you. We believe in you, and we want you to believe in yourself
every day,
and even the more.
Please.
Even those of you who consider yourselves, well, I'm rock solid, I'm strong.
Mm-hmm.
More.
Absolutely.
More. Oh my gosh, why is my phone didn't charge? Anyway.
You didn't have a charge last night.
Yes, I did.
You did?
I put your charger, I had my charger, I plugged it up. Okay.
You took my charger.
And I put it back and I plugged your phone up. Every night, y'all. I come in the room. Last night was a trip. Lisa's knocked out. Okay.
'Cause
She's
I
got her
took that
tablet
gummy.
on. She had a tablet on. She got her glasses on. Okay. So I take her tablet and I look for her charger. I take her glasses, and then I can't find her phone. Where's her phone? Because I know
He woke
I
me up
don't
to
want
find my
her
phone.
to wake up in the morning with a dead phone. So I got to find her daggone phone. Is it underneath her? Do I got to move her? Find her. I said, Lisa, where's your phone?
And I'm asleep. And I said,
Melissa Price says, y'all amazing. I love you. Thanks for the empowerment.
we
You're
love
welcome.
you too.
You're welcome. We got to go. You have a beautiful day.
Have an amazing day on purpose, in purpose. And don't forget to have some